We're Max and Oksana, and together with our camper van, Tilly the Troopy, this week we set off on an adventure in the stunning coastline of Eyre Peninsula in South Australia. It was our first official week of full-time van life, and oh boy, were we in for a treat. This week was a dream, van living at its best. But not every ride this week was a smooth one.
Our first off-roading, bone-jarring experience. Like always, the Queen demands breakfast.
Good morning. What a beautiful morning. Today we are going to continue making our way down the coast of the Eyre Peninsula. And I think our plan is to make our way to Port Lincoln, which is the most southern point of Eyre Peninsula. And we're just gonna hang out there. It's only a couple of hours away, so I think we're gonna take it easy, make a few stops along the way, check out the coastline, and end up in Port Lincoln by the end of the day.
Why are you waving your hand at me so much?
Because the flies are annoying. Well, after a busy day in Port Lincoln, where we stopped for groceries, supplies, and a whole bunch of shopping and errand running, it is so nice to be back in nature again. We arrived at Lincoln National Park today. We're gonna spend 2-3 nights here just exploring the area. And we just scored this amazing campsite for like $11. The campsites here are so cheap, it's amazing. And there's just no one around. There's a little toilet about 100 meters away, and we just saw a kangaroo jump around and go into the bush, and we've got an ocean view. Can't get any better than that.
Time to set up camp. Time to set up camp.
Yeah,
get the chairs out. Get the wine. Whoop, whoop. This is just some of the standard setup that we gotta do when we arrive at a little site that we want to park up at. Take the chairs out. If we're going to be staying for maybe more than a day or more than a few hours and it's nice and sunny, we'll put out the awning. But we're not going to do that every time we arrive somewhere. What do you see? There's a kangaroo right there, 10 meters away. Do you see it? You don't see it. He's camouflaged, look at him. He's going to jump right now. There.
Oh yeah.
There he is. Hey bud, want a little Grenache? Not too bad, I say. Troopy life / van life is much better in Australia. Even the wine's better.
The wine's definitely better.
We are off to explore Stamford Hill in Lincoln National Park. So today we're just going to go on a little bit of a hike before heading off to our campsite in the afternoon, which is a remote 4x4 only accessible campsite. But for now, we got the Stamford Hill Loop hike, which is a 5.7 kilometer loop. It's supposed to be one of the 40 great South Australian short walks. I don't know who made that list, but it must be good. I can see it from there. There's supposed to be a nice little monument, so let's go check it out. How's that going so far?
It's a bit challenging.
Yeah? You're a little tired?
Look at the view though.
It's a nice view. You huffing and puffing? What's the heart rate at?
164.
164?
Let's go.
Sheesh.
Having a good workout. So last night I think we camped in this first bay, right on the edge there, on the tip. And tonight, hopefully we're gonna go on the other side of that far peninsula tip and camp on a beautiful sandy beach there. Cool to see it from the above.
Okay, so we just finished our lovely lunch after our hike. It's now time to head off to our campsite for tonight. So as Oksana mentioned before, it is a campsite called Memory Cove. It's only accessible by 4x4 and only 4 or 5 cars are allowed in there every night. But they don't have facilities there. So we're gonna fill up our little solar shower water collector. This came with our privacy awning that we have. And pretty much you fill it up with water, you throw it in the sun, it gets warm, and then we have a little nozzle that connects to the bottom, and we hang it up and we shower because we sweated so much when we went for our hike. Oksana stinks. There we go for later on. I like my Troopy shaken, not stirred. Good work. She did good. She did good. Her first off-roading, bone-jarring experience, and she has survived with, I think, no damage. But we will see when we. Well,
what do you think about the back? You think it's nicely organized?
Oh, I mean, it's a good thing you organized this morning.
Let's go check out the view.
Yeah. There's no way that she's gonna go in that water right now. Come on, jump in. Come on.
What happened to taking a full shower?
Huh?
What happened to taking a full shower?
Well, last night we got into camp too late because of that treacherous, bone-jarring journey. So, just did one of these. So, it doesn't work when you lift it up, obviously, because it's gravity fed. Good way to stop it, though. It's pretty good, though, I must admit. Boom. Thumbs up.
And that is the definition of a shower in the bush.
That's a shower right there. Cab shower.
Just made a cheeky little stop at Fisher's Bay. Beautiful little beach. We were gonna camp here, so we took the car down all the way to the beach to try and find a spot, and then realized that the beach is full of seaweed, so it actually smells pretty bad. So I've decided to come back up and find another spot somewhere else to camp for the night. But as we were coming up, found a couple of people that got stuck on the way up because the sand's pretty soft here. So now Tilly is gonna do her job on a big rescue mission. Let's go check it out. Well, after getting a taste of sand dune driving yesterday, we decided to take Tilly on a bigger four-wheel drive sand dune adventure. So we've made our way to Coffin Bay National Park, which is just about half an hour outside of Port Lincoln and Lincoln National Park, where we were yesterday. And we are about to embark on a four-wheel drive adventure into the northern beaches of the park. The beaches there are supposed to be spectacular, but the road is pretty treacherous. It's going to take a few hours, a lot of bumps, and a very sandy path. So let's see how Tilly holds up. We're just getting her ready for the adventure, and we'll get going from there.
So we are entering Coffin Bay National Park, the four-wheel drive track only. So the Yengi camp is right across the road. But since we're entering 4x4 territory, they suggest here to reduce the tire pressure. So that's what we're doing now. It's the first time we've had to do this. We had a little trip yesterday and we didn't have to do it, which was good. But obviously, to be safe, let's just do this. We don't want to get bogged in there because then it's a little trickier for people to get us out. So we're just playing it safe, taking the pressure down the tires to 16 to 18. So hopefully that will allow us to be in there. Taking out the big guns.
Run!
Two trees. It's hammock time. Funny story is we had one of these when we first started traveling about 6 years ago. We never used it. I think we traveled with it for about 2 years and we used it like once or twice. And it took a lot for me to convince Oksana to let us have another hammock. So hopefully this will be able to get some use now.
Where are you going, mate? Traffic on the highway. Looks like someone got stuck. And we can't pass. That means we may need to help them.
Hey, Troopy to the rescue! Troop, troop!
Max is on tire pressure reducing duty. It's a team effort.
Keep on going! Bay campground. We'll be here for 2 nights. We thought we'd just slow it down a bit, give ourselves some time to produce this video for you guys. So we're gonna get out the awning and we're gonna set it up nice here and just sit back and relax and maybe eat some delicious food later on.
Well, since we're staying in Coffin Bay and this area is famous for oysters, we decided to pick up some unshucked fresh oysters.
Yeah. And I had to watch a YouTube video to find out how to shuck these. Typically, what we've done in the past, a trick that we learned from one of our friends, is to throw them on the barbecue and the heat cracks them open naturally. But We don't have a barbecue here. We only have a gas cooktop, so we had to look online and figure out just how to do this. But it's not that hard. I'm using my utility knife, and as you can see, not all that hard. Well, that's all for this week. We are about to shut off the camera and enjoy this well-earned, delicious seafood meal. Some of the best oysters in the world right here from Coffin Bay. So as always, make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit like on the video below, and click the little bell icon so you get notified every time that a new video gets released. We are going to be continuing our adventures in the Eyre Peninsula next week as we go further west. So yeah, tune in, check out our adventures. Hopefully nothing happens with Tiddly and everything goes smooth and we get to enjoy lovely nights like this.